Good morning, Vietnam. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades, where we get technical analysis of different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor an expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Let's get into the video. Today, we're going to be giving you guys 3 stocks that I think have some pretty solid potential for swing trading in the next day to 3 days, right? So buckle in. We've got quite a few things to talk about here. We're going to start off just by looking at the charts. We're going to give you a basic rundown on what the company does and try to prepare you the best way that we can for these coming stocks and give you some solid gains for the day or the week. So today we're going to be starting off here with ticker symbol ADMP. Admp Pharmaceuticals. Now, we're just going to read you a brief rundown on what these guys do. Admp Pharmaceuticals Corporation is a pharmaceutical company. The company is engaged in the development of its specialty pharmaceutical products. The company is developing various products in the allergy and respiratory markets, including a dry powder inhaler technology that it acquired from 3M Company. The company's product portfolio includes specialty pharmaceutical products such as epinephrine pre-filled syringe, APC 5000 dry powder inhaler, APC 1000 and APC 2000, and biotechnology products such as Tel-B-Vax vaccine, APC 100, APC 200, and APC 300. The company's lead product candidate, the epinephrine injection USP 1 to 1000 0.3 milligram pre-filled single-dose syringe, or the epinephrine PFS, is a pre-filled syringe designed to deliver a pre-measured 0.3 milligrams dose of epinephrine for the treatment of anaphylaxis. The company also has licensed vaccine technology called somatic transgene immunization technology. So, this company right now is looking like it's getting ready to do something pretty freaking nasty. And I've got a couple different confirmations to tell you why. So, this is going to be stock number 1 out of the 3. I want to present you guys 3 stocks. That way you can find the best entry point, right? We're going to present you different game plans to get into these stocks for good swing trading opportunities, right? And we're going to read you off on the chart. So just so that you know what we're looking at, I'm going to tell you what the 3 indicators are that I use. The RSI, which is a relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought. Anything under 30 is oversold, right? This gives you an idea of bullish or bearish momentum. Currently, this is in pretty heavy bullish momentum, but that's okay. We're going to show you how we can play this anyways, even looking at that. And then I've got the 200 EMA, which is this purple trend line, and the 15-day MA, which is this blue trend line. The 200 EMA is the exponential moving average. This is a price action-based valuation trend line over a 200-day moving period, which gives us a macroscopic overview of the price action. And the 15-day MA, which is this blue trend line, is a moving average. Some brokerage accounts call this the SMA, the simple moving average. This is one and the same. This is a price action-based valuation trend line over a 15-day moving period, which gives us a microscopic perspective of price action. We use both of these side by side so that we can predict changes in upward pressure, right, on the microscopic price action compared to the macroscopic price action, which usually tells us when there's an upcoming breakout. And I do think you may be looking at that coming very soon based on the charts. So what are we looking at, my friends? Well, right now with ADMP, we are in a very nice, clean, upward moving channel. We have a respected ascending level of support. We're going to adjust this so we can get as many touch points as we can. As you guys already know, we use 3 different main touch points in order to validate a respected level of support, which we do have right here. So we're going to zoom in and just make sure that we're getting that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6, almost 7 different touch points here that confirm to me this is a respected level of ascending support, right? So we may be able to predict where the stock ends up moving. If we don't end up respecting this ascending level of support, that's okay, right? We have a couple different levels that we're going to be able to use as a potential entry point, which will be right around here. We know that we have an identified level of support at about $1.48, right? And if we do end up pulling back to that, that is totally fine by me, my friends. I'm telling you. You get into this at $1.48, and you're going to be sitting pretty good. But if we do end up respecting this ascending level of support, you're going to know so because you'll see a bounce with a wide range candle bar, a green wide range candle bar. Now, what does that look like, right? It looks something like this. This is an example of a wide range candle bar. It is a candlestick that covers a lot of price action. So right now you see that we are approaching pretty close this ascending level of support. And you're going to know that we bounce off of this if you see a wide range candle bar that either A, engulfs this candlestick pattern, or B, matches it with a 2 lows high close. What a 2 lows high close is a red candle that opens high, closes low, followed by a green candle that opens low, closes high, at or near the top of the previous candle. That to me will indicate that we've seen a nice bounce off that ascending level of support, right? You can consider that a good entry point at that point, right? Get into this. So the entry point for ADMP for me is going to be either A, if we respect this ascending level of support, about $1.57 as of right now in the pre-market, or B, if we break beneath it, right? And this may take some time, anywhere between 1 to maybe 3 days is when you're going to see maybe a 15-20% run up, right? Good swing trade opportunity. You're going to do pretty good. Or B, down here at $1.48. If you get into this at $1.48, I like that a little bit more. We are currently a little bit overbought, sitting at 64 on the RSI, right? So we're a little bit under 70, but coming up there very close to that 70 mark, which means it's very, very bullish in nature, right? If you want to get into a stock when it is riding 70, please set a trailing stop loss for between 5 and 10%. That way you can get a better entry point if it does end up selling off, right? That is the game plan there. What are the levels of resistance that we're going to be looking at? Well, if we look at this macroscopically speaking, you can see that it has had some pretty nice run-ups. We can see that it's got a level of resistance, I would say right about here at about $2.33, followed by another level right about here at $2.61. So a price target for you guys, if you want to swing this as a pretty good trade, you get it in between $1.48 and $1.57. You're going to be looking at a really nice run up if we retest this level at 266. We haven't had any crazy volume pump into this. It's just starting to warm up. This is my favorite kind of play to get into because we're catching the beginning of the run up. If we look at this in perspective, right, to what happened back here, this is probably in comparison where we're at. Now, it might not consolidate for that long. It might not take as much time to run up, but you guys get the picture. Usually this indicates an upcoming breakout. We see that it happened, right? Well, now we have the same thing happening again. We have the beginning of what could be an upcoming breakout. So those are the entry points I've got for Admp. That is the first opportunity that I see as a good swing trading opportunity. Next is going to be PTE, which is Polarity TE. Read you off a quick description of what they do. They are formerly Majesco Entertainment Company. They are the owner of patent applications and know-how related to regenerative medicine and tissue engineering, as well as software applications used in diagnosis and treatment related to regenerative medicine. The company seeks to develop and obtain regulatory approval for technology that it will utilize a patient's own tissue substrates for the regeneration of skin, bone, muscle, cartilage, fat, blood vessels, and nerves. The company's Polarity TE platform simplifies regeneration and allows cells to function naturally. The platform can be applied across all cells, tissues, and composite structures. The company focuses on various products, including skin TE, osteo TE, angio TE, myo, cart, and adipose, and neural TE. The company through Skin TE is focused on supplying on autologous construct to regenerate a patient's skin due to a variety of injuries and conditions. So they focus primarily on skin regeneration and treatment. And this company is also moving very nice. We've got what you already know is the George W. My name is George W. We got the double bottom right here, which is typically a sign of a bullish reversal. We did see that end up playing out, right? We had a couple nice gap ups here, wide range candle bars, signifying a lot of buying pressure, right? And right now this is sitting on 60 on the RSI. I like this pullback. I like this pullback a lot. It is presenting you guys an opportunity to get into the stock. And we actually do have another double bottom right here, right? We've got one bottom. We've got a second bottom. They are a little bit stair-stepping, right? We do have a small stair step, but nonetheless, this is still a double bottom. And you do see this plays out. This is a nice bullish reversal. And we've got a nice level of support sitting right here, which is very identifiable at $1.30. We also have a nice respected ascending level of support right here with a couple different touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different touch points right here, which signifies to me this is a respected level and it lines up extremely well with this level of support right here, right? $1.30. If you see it pull back to $1.30 or you know, if it breaks this ascending level of support, we have that $1.30. If it doesn't, an entry point at market open is probably going to be looking around $1.31, which should treat you pretty well. I think that is a solid entry point into the stock. And if we do look back on the last 3 months, we can see what the peak of the run-up here has been, right? And this is a significant level. Breaking over $1.30 is very significant. This is going to help break us out to some price action that we actually haven't seen much of yet, right? Here in the pre-market, it is actually up, I think, pretty decently from where we closed yesterday, down compared to the after hours, but I do still think there's some solid potential. And you can play this off as a pretty good swing. We've got the $1.61 mark right here as a level of resistance, and the $1.79, which would be a pretty solid 10, 15, 20% gain. And my friends, I'm telling you, a nickel and dime over time, you're going to build out your portfolio to something pretty decent. If you get a 10% return on your portfolio 8 times, you double your count. 12 times, you triple it. Stack those nickels and dimes, my friends. They really do add up. That is the secret to building wealth. I do think it is going to treat you extremely, extremely well. So that is what we're looking like right here. If we look at this on the one-day chart, just at the price action here in the pre-market, it is a little bit choppy. There's not a whole lot that we can say about the pre-market action yet. Not a lot of volume coming into this. And if we look at this on the 1 month chart one more time, right, not a lot of volume here yet either. This is another one of those predict the breakout kind of plays. It's been starting to run just barely. We have this gap that's starting to form here with the 15 MA over the 200 EMA. Pulled back a little bit, right? But this is probably pretty similar to what we've seen here in the past. And it is. Before we had this large breakout, right, we had a small little run. small run, pulls back a little bit, and then a huge gap, right? Really starts moving hard. And it could be a very similar run to what we saw in the past. So this is going to be number 2 on the list for stocks that'll be good swing trading opportunities. We're presenting you guys 3 so that you can get into the one with the best possible entry point. And then number 3 for me, and I did put a video out on this yesterday, is going to be Sens Onyx. Now, I personally like this more as a long-term potential play. I think it has potential over a couple of years to be a $100+ stock, as Dexcom is the current utilizable glucose monitoring system. But if they end up replacing them, right, you're going to be seeing some pretty solid returns, as Dexcom is currently trading as a $400 plus stock. And Sens Onyx, if they capitalize on that market, could be pretty absolutely nasty. Now, what do these guys do? They're a medical technology company. They focus on the design, development, and commercialization of glucose monitoring systems. The company operates through Glucose Monitoring Systems segment. It offers a continuous glucose monitoring system, the CGM, ever since, which is designed as an implantable CGM system, which goes right into your arm, designed to continually measure glucose levels in people with diabetes. The company's Eversense system consists of components such as a sensor, which is inserted subcutaneously in the upper arm, subcutaneously meaning under the skin, by a healthcare provider, an external removable smart transmitter that receives, assesses, and relays the data from the sensor, and also provides vibratory alerts, and a mobile application that receives data from the transmitter and provides real-time glucose readings, alerts, and other data on the user's mobile device, such as a smartphone, Apple Watch, or tablet. And this one is a little more of a chase. So this one I don't want you guys to get into as a swing trade unless it does pull back a little bit. If we look at a Fibonacci retracement, right, and look at some previous trends, we can take a quick peek at how much the stock usually pulls back, right? Based on this previous run, right, it pulled back to about, I would say, 50% pretty well. And then if we look at this previous run, right, we can get a same idea of how much it pulled back. And this time it was also about 50%. So if it follows that same trajectory, that same trend of 50% pullbacks, you're probably going to be looking at an entry point right around what would be, this is 23.6, 38.2, 393.8. And I'm going to level this off right here just so that you can see it, right? And this is if it follows the same trends. I'm showing you the trends. You guys can also draw this up on charts for yourself. But based on previous trends, that is what we're looking at. We've got a very nice, clean, upward moving channel. In my previous video, I showed you guys what we'd be looking at for this in order to see a break, was a break above this descending level of resistance with a wide range candle bar, which we did end up getting. That prediction did come to fruition. We do see that right here, right? Wide range candle bar, another wide range candle bar, seeing a small pullback. So it might pull back to 2 different levels. We know that we have this ascending level of resistance right here, right? So either A, it bounces off of 395, or B, it pulls back to this ascending level of resistance. And if you get into this right at market open, that would look something like about $3.90. If you get into this at 390, my friends, I think that is going to treat you pretty well. This may end up being, a couple day hold. It is a little bit overbought right now. Like I said, this is more of a chase compared to the other stocks that I presented to you guys so far, which is why I want to give you the best possible entry points so that you do not end up chasing the stock. But this is extremely bullish. It has been moving in a clean upward channel for quite some time. We've started this huge gap between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA back here on what would have been January 14th. And ever since, it has been growing. Oh, you like that? You like that meme? You like that? Ever since ever since then, we have seen this absolutely filthy run, and it's beautiful. I do anticipate you are going to see a pullback, as I mentioned previously. It'll probably end up being more than this in the future, but this is still in bullish momentum, right? This is still bullish trajectory, and the volume is starting to pick up on this stock, right? We do know, historically speaking, that if the stock is up here in the pre-market, it typically indicates that you're more likely to see it run more, right? So if you look here at, pre-market runs as such here, right? This is a pre-market gap up. It consolidated, but then went up again. Now, if this trend continues, you are likely to see it continue on this upward moving channel, this ascending level of support, and you should get treated pretty well. Those are the 3 stocks that I have presented for you guys today as potential swing trading opportunities. If you enjoyed this, I almost said this stock. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Webull. Webull is a brokerage account, the one you're watching me use right now. This is version 4 for the desktop. It allows you to trade in the pre-market starting at 4 a.m. If you use my link, you'll get 2 free stocks with a $100 deposit. I'll receive a free stock. Great way to support the channel, and if you're not interested, my friends, that's totally fine. I just appreciate support by taking the time to watch my videos. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.